parecen compas, pero no estoy seguro.
Let's go.
Drone is airborne.
Check your targets. We got civilians all over the place.
Go.
Copy that.
I need you there.
I copy. Hey, we got a narco. By the stack of tires.
Roger.
Tangos are
Get
marked.
in position.
What's the word?
Ready to engage.
Bad guys are marked. Waiting on you, boss.
Move there.
Copy.
Ready? Open fire.
We'll go.
I have a shot. Engaging.
Looks like we've riled them up. Their LT's making a run for it.
Everybody hold up. We got hostiles in the area.
Fuck me, Dad. Just as bad as the cartel.
Hurry over here. Next to the dump.
I got it. I'm blind.
Let's run.
Engage.
Hey, man. I did take a bathroom. I did take a bath. Stop moving. Fuck. Damn.
Keep your eyes on the road. Just hit a million.
Ah, shit.
We'll be on the left each right.
Fire.
Copy. Roger.
How's work, brother?
Huh?
We need to advert approaching. Stay down.
I said I leave them for you. I said I leave them for you.
Not even our competitor's best battery can match the power of Energizer, because Energizer Ultimate Lithium is the longest lasting AA battery in the world. Energizer, backed by science, matched by no one.
What up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex. We're in New York City at Stadium Goods with J.R. Smith.
You know, as a kid, that's all you need. One goal, just NBA, and then aspirations to get stuff like sneakers.
Could do some sneaker shopping tonight to see what he's feeling, what he's not, and then hopefully he's going to buy some sneakers.
I'm going to buy some sneakers.
Let's go. JR, growing up, older cousin and an older brother, they introduced you to the twos. Remember back then, were those your favorite?
These are definitely my all-time favorites. The original twos, the comfortability in them, to be able to play in them and hang out in them was always like one of my favorites. And it just so happened this was the first shoes we wore when I was born, so it made perfect sense.
You Instagrammed a picture of your closet. You were like, I used to window shop in New Jersey malls, and now I can get whatever shoe I want. What was it like back then growing up?
Our aspiration and the goal, you know, for myself, it took it back to the original days. You just want sneakers, you just want to go sneakers, a hoop, and nothing else really mattered. You know, as a kid, that's all you need. One goal, just NBA, and then aspirations to get stuff like sneakers. And that's what really took me over the hump. That's what I think separated me from the difference between a lot of people. That's one thing I wanted to focus on was basketball sneakers, and now I'm able to do that.
Definitely. And your dad was a construction worker?
Yeah, my dad's done construction all his life, so my pops just turned 60, so he's about 40 years in.
And did you work with him growing up?
Yeah, I did a lot of long days with him on the construction sites. A lot of humbling days out there, and thankfully I'll be able to do what I do now, so I don't have to do work like that.
JR, you're playing for the Nuggets. You have a crazy dunk over Gary Neal.
Yeah.
Cool gray 11s.
Yeah.
Do you remember specific dunks with specific sneakers, or you've had too many?
You know, playing certain kicks, I play better. And so these, obviously with Gary Neal, I believe I had the taxis on against Cleveland at the Garden.
And then the cool gray 12s was the reverse alley-oop on the Knicks.
Then the cool gray 12s.
So two cool grays and two great dunks.
Yeah.
Do you save any of them when you have like a special moment like that?
No, actually I give them to my dad.
Okay.
So my dad is like a memorabilia freak. So ever since I was little, he collected cards and stuff like that. So actually the NBA championship ball where we won in 16, my shoes, jersey, everything I wore in finals. He's got jerseys from New Orleans, Denver, Knicks. He got my China jersey, high school jersey. He's got it all. So he
doesn't wear size 15 though.
Nah, he's a 13. Pops is 13. Thank God. The only person who can fit my shoe.
JR, the 2012 to 2013 season, I think you wore 7 different signature lines, and still today you switch them up a lot.
Yeah.
What is it about that you like to keep them guessing?
I obviously like wearing stuff that's unpredictable for people. Wear some of the rare stuff, but at the end of the day, it still has to be comfortable. That's pretty much how I decide, but flair could override comfortability at times. I wear a 15. There's been times I've squeezed into a 14, and fortunately still had a good game, so
nice.
Work.
And what are some of your favorite lines? I know like even recent you've been wearing PGs?
Yeah, I was wearing PGs, obviously bronze. I was wearing the lows. Kyrie's too, obviously wearing Kyrie's. These are ridiculous. But it's crazy, sitting here looking at these shoes, I can literally sit there and think like, okay, I remember when Brown first wore these. I remember when we first wore these, or when we wore those. I remember when we played against such and such, we wore those. And I can remember when Kyrie did the same thing on each different shoe. So it's kind of weird because I get to tell a story, but it's kind of eerie too, being in a situation to be able to have that access.
What about phones? Were you big into phones?
I was big into phones as a kid, like, roaming around the streets, but I could never play in phone. My foot is too wide and the shoe is kind of narrow, so it didn't really fit for me, but for me, they're the best just chilling and hanging around in.
LeBron going to the Lakers, will you still lace up LeBron's shoes next year though?
Yeah, absolutely. I've had bad relationships with people who had their own signature shoe and still wore their shoe.
Oh, that's cool.
I just tell them I look better in it. But yeah, I mean that's my brother. I will always wear his shoes.
JR, we see a lot of Supreme Jordans, but specifically a collection Supreme Nike from this past year. You were handpicked to model the collection.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
It was a partnership on both sides. They felt as I would be a perfect athlete for it. I thought I would be too. So they reached out to my representation, and we got the deal done. So it's a perfect fit. I love it.
What was it like to be in, such a cool brand, iconic brand?
It's a streetwear brand, so it's like it represents the streets. It represents that gritty, weird in the say, depending on who you ask.
Personality.
Yeah. And that's what I represent. I feel as a person, without grown as my reputation, some people to see as a street-minded person on the basketball court, which is the brand. So that I think it works great.
We see in LA when we're going and shooting in LA, and then in New York, lines for product.
Yeah.
Now, do you have the lifetime pass when new products come out?
I'm not gonna say the lifetime pass. I got a pass. I got a great contact. They take it. They take.
No. Yeah.
Mosquitoes.
Okay.
Mosquitoes love me, so I decided to wear pants. But yeah, I got the tattoo the other day. My guy Rico in the Bronx did it for me. It was a lot behind it because a lot of people was like, "Are they paying you for it?" I'm like, no. I was like, so what are you doing it for? Because that's who I am. That's why I am who I am. It worked out though. I got a lot of great responses. I got a lot of bad feedback.
Really? Complex posted it a minute after. That's like the perfect Complex post.
Yeah, but the trolls are always gonna have something to say, so I'll let that rock and I'll take the win.
Well, we talked about everything. Now's the easy part. Get the browser shell, see what you're going to take home.
Let's do it. Alright, so I'm gonna take these.
Gotcha.
And definitely black. I'm gonna take these.
Safaris?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Word. Yeah, I'm gonna top mine off with these. For sure. It's the last of my collection.
Gotcha.
Yeah, let me get this one and that one. Oh, this is what I'm gonna say. Yeah, I need the king team.
I got you.
Alright, so your total is going to be $4,633 and 72 cents.
And that's with the family discount.
That's with the family
okay.
discount.
Thank you. That's a long ass run to the front door. What?
Thank you. There you go.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Y'all have a good one.
You too.
So, JR came through, got some new sneakers, got some new clothes. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Absolutely. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah.
Good luck this season. What up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex for New York City. I'm sitting goods with. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing, man? What's up, man? How you doing? Chilling, man. You right? You shop. You shop up over there. Complex in here. What's that? This is the show, right?
Yo, this is bullshit, man. This dude was supposed to be here like 5 minutes ago. Like, what are we supposed to do?
With catering delivery from Olive Garden, we make the food and deliver right to your door.
Oh, man.
You won't have to lift a finger. Just a fork.
What up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex. We're in Miami at Shoe Gallery with Latin trap artist Anuel Doblia.
You be rocking Jordan. They see where that shit look good too.
Gonna do some sneaker shopping today. Gonna see what he's feeling, what he's not, and then hopefully he's gonna buy some sneakers. Let's go. Anuel, C2 Canners, you rap about the Jordans he had in '93, and you rap about them a lot. The Jordan 8, is that one of your favorite models?
Sí, yo siempre usaba Jordan desde pequeño, y nunca me gustó así usar otras marcas. Desde Jordan, no usaba así nada.
You were really one of the first Latin trap artists to rap about sneakers a lot.
Yeah.
How was sneaker culture growing up for you?
Like for me, it was a time I didn't even have money to buy Jordan, so when I started to get money, I started to spend a lot of money just buying Jordans. I didn't even used to buy Gucci, remember that? Just like buying Jordans.
And also in that song, you rap about buying your girl the Carolina 11s. Is that, do you do that?
Yeah. You be rocking Jordan, they see where that shit look good too.
Anuel, obviously you love Jordans, but do you like Air Maxes and other shoes as well?
A mí me gusta la Air Force, más clásica. Desde pequeño, esa era la que, cuando no tenía dinero así para comprarme Jordan, lo que me ponía era el Air Force.
And now spending time in Miami, it's a big Miami shoe. Do you buy a lot of them still? I want to talk about sneaker culture in Puerto Rico. Do you remember how tough it was back then? And you said you didn't have a lot of money. Do you remember your first good pair and when you really fell in love with sneakers?
I don't remember like that, but when I was like 17, 16, 17, I used to have started to get Air Force all type of colors.
So Air Force Ones really got you into it.
Yeah, before Jordan, Air Force.
You went away. There's a picture, though. Air Max 90s.
Yeah.
How strict was it to wear sneakers when you were in jail?
I wasn't even supposed to have those.
Really?
Yeah.
So they were strict.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we had Fat Joe on the show, and he went away, and he said that they were super strict. Like, he had Jordan sandals, and he almost got in trouble for that.
Yeah, I had Jordan sandals too, and they took them.
Really?
Yeah, you were supposed to have that.
And now, when you went away, did someone keep track of all your shoes that you had? Did they remain in storage?
Yeah, I don't even use them. I just got them, like, for memories, I just got them.
Stored away?
Yeah.
So when you got out, you had the new releases, or you had to catch up a little bit?
Nah, I was used to hit on my manager, yo, buy me this, buy me that.
So he was holding you down one day? Okay. Well, how big are you into high fashion sneakers? We have Raf Simons for Adidas, but we talked about Balenciaga and Gucci. Do you like those as well?
Yeah, I like Balenciaga and Gucci, but I like these ones, Raf Simons. I just seen this, like, this week. I just got out of prison, so I hadn't seen them, but when I saw them, I liked them.
On Rojo, you rap about the Yeezys with the red letters, but you also say that you get Yeezys sometimes first. Before Kanye and before Mozart.
Yeah.
Do you get Yeezys a lot?
I'm between like some type of deal with them. Like, I be communicating with them. They be sending me calls.
Okay, so Adidas is taking note of your popularity.
Yeah.
Awesome. You know, you said being 16 years old and you got Air Force Ones for the first time. Could you ever imagine big brands like that reaching out and talking shoe deals? How crazy is that to you?
Bro, that's big. That's like a dream come true. I never even thought about that. Not even when I got famous, I never thought like they would reach out to me.
Some Spanish rapper from Puerto Rico.
We talked about like Yeezys and the Raf Simons for Adidas. What other Adidas models are you into?
Like, I like the Harden.
James Harden?
Yeah, when I came out of prison, I used to be in the halfway house. I used to go to the gym with the Harden. I seen him once in the playoffs, wearing them that was on red and white. But I was trying to get them, but I haven't found them.
Maybe now with the Adidas plug, they'll show up to the crib, you know?
Yeah.
One thing is, when you went away, I was watching a Billboard interview. You said the toughest part was not seeing your son, and now you get to see him more. Your son is 5 now. How important is it for you to have him in good sneakers?
Yeah, like, every time I buy sneakers, I buy them too.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
So you're raising a little sneakerhead.
Yeah.
And what are some of his favorites? Does he know
I
that?
like Jordans, because he always see me wearing Jordans.
Is there one pair that you really hold close to your heart more than any of them? Like a very special pair?
The Carmines, the 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. My best friend used to have them. He got killed, and I always remember him because of those sneakers. I always have them.
Wow, so it's like a sentimental thing.
Yeah.
And then how did you learn all the numbers? Because everyone I talk to about doing this interview, they're always like, he knows all the number Jordans.
Nah, because I be buying all of them. For real, like where I grew up, like the project where I'm from, everybody be just hustling since little kids just to buy Jordan.
Wearing them.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about everything. Get the browser shelves now. See what you're going to go home with.
María, ¿cómo te ves? Esta. Esa. Esta. Esta. Sí. Y esta, dime.
La 95, esa no está bien.
Y esto, oíste, esta está en bella casi pintada. Sí.
Total is $2,795.
Thanks so much for taking the time.
No,
make sure you check out the new album, Real Hasta La Muerte, out now. What up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex. We're in New York City at Stadium Goods with Smoke Perk and Shadow. Gonna do some sneaker shopping tonight to see what he's feeling, what he's not, and then hopefully he's gonna buy some sneakers.
Exactly.
Let's go. Perk, back in March, Shadow Backboard said you had over 4 pairs.
Mine's like one of my favorite shoes. I have Shattered Backboard, I got Shadows, Royal Blues, Breads. I have old Breads.
What do you like about ones?
They're just like light, and I just like how like all the jeans sit on them.
I want to take a short walk down here. We have guests on here who say that they've camped out for shoes, but you specifically, 2011 camped out for Blacks and Men's. Do you remember that?
Blacks and Men's, yeah. Was it Black Friday?
Yeah, 2011.
I camped out for them. I got prepared. I camped out for match shoes. I used to go to the chain and like sneaker con. Just when you sell match. That was like my hobby. Like, I like to shoot.
How young did you start?
12, 13.
Really?
Yeah.
Miami has like distinct style. It's different than New York. It's different than LA. What was it like going to high school in Miami before you started pursuing music?
It was lit because my song blew up while I was a senior.
But were you fresh as a senior because you were blowing up?
Oh yeah, of course. Because I was blowing up and because I had all the shoes. I was like all the Yeezys and then like it was still with Nike. Okay. I had like the Chans, Zans, Blinks, all the Weatherman KDs. I was like,
really?
But I had it crazy like.
Wow. So senior year you were switching like daily.
Bro, that was all my high school years.
I don't have a lot of time to tell you. If you switch to Liberty Mutual, you can save $782. Yeah!
Records and more balls than we've seen anybody do. Born on Fire here at ATT. This is the biggest stage in the world, and there was nothing that was above and beyond or different or spectacular.
I don't like going backwards, so when it's not as good as what we've had before, I can't get excited. It wasn't interesting. Way too generic. You've got to do something better than what people have done before. It's been a very strange day. Seriously odd.
Oh!
Welcome to America's Got Talent. Who are you?
inspiration behind that?
We're from Kyrgyzstan. Our inspiration was when we were in our country. We saw Java watches on America's Got Talent. So they inspired us to become a dancer. This was our dream to come to America's Got Talent.
What you guys have created on stage is freaking amazing. The movements are so articulate, impactful, and tight. I love this. Byron?
Oh wow, it was just amazing to see your reaction to their reaction. I always like to see something I've never seen before, and it's about imagination.
Hey, we're good.
Are the best mofo flautists that we've ever seen, but I think on this night it was not exactly the night.
I just don't know why that instrument was invented. No, I'm not being rude.
Oh, that's harsh.
I just can't think of anyone who would buy a flute record. Ever. We used to have to play something called a recorder at school, which was torture, by the way. Okay, well look, I'm going to say no, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I mean, even the word flautist is annoying.
Listen, I respect it. I was like back there going, eh. But see, a lot of times they don't understand us.
It's one of those things that when I hear it, it's just annoying.
My name's Brandon Cockridge. Do you know that Terry, too, is a flautist?
I heard maybe something like that.
When you dad bird approach, stay down.
Well, see, there's not too many of us boys playing the flute, so we gotta represent.
I know that people like playing them. Does anyone like listening to them? No.
Key's a very beautiful and dynamic instrument.
What if you could carry a gun on you? So hidden, it was like the footsteps of a Navy SEAL. Millions of people are like you. They're not willing to be the victim of a bully and to carry a gun to prove it. They don't want anyone to know it's there. Guys, if you wouldn't mind,
Change!
How's it going? I'm Seamus, aka the Celtic Warrior, and welcome to Celtic Warrior Workouts. We're here at Busted Knuckles Gym in Tampa, Florida, and we have an animal of an episode ahead of us because we are here with 6-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion and current Hollywood megastar who's known for his role as Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy and has just come off one of the biggest movies in cinematic box office history, Avengers Endgame. I am talking about the animal, Dave Bautista. So, let's go meet the man, the animal, and let's go do it. Dave, how's it going?
What's up, kid?
How are you? What's going on, man? Oh, it's good to see you, dude. You too. Doing awesome, man. Thanks for being on Celtic Warrior Workouts. One of the most requested individual superstars, etc., etc. You know, you hate it when I pick them up, you know what I mean? It's great to see you, man. You're killing it, fella.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man. You're welcome.
Appreciate it. I know it's like WrestleMania. I know you had your last match at WrestleMania, but I didn't get a chance. There's so much going on, man. I didn't get a chance to talk too much. But what's the story? What's going on with you?
Nothing. You know, I've been wanting to kind of wrap up my career for years. I thought that I would do it on my last run, but it just didn't go very well. And I kind of left it with that, and it's just kind of a bad feeling. And I didn't really have closure on my career. And I wanted to come back sooner. It didn't work out. You know, I wanted to close out my career with Hunter. For a lot of personal reasons, and it just happened that this year we were actually able to make it happen. We really did kind of force it because he was coming off an injury, but he wanted to get back and make it happen because we're just, like we're both 50 now. I mean, it's just like we needed to make this happen this year, or it just wasn't going to happen. And that would be something that would be hard for me to live with. So I mean, now the funny thing is, neither one of us had been in the ring. He hadn't been in the ring in months because of his injury. And I hadn't been in the ring in years. So the first time we were actually in the ring together was at WrestleMania. So considering, because I think the match was pretty great. And I think it could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse. It could have been disastrous, But I felt like I'm proud that I went out that way. I'm proud that I went out on my back to Hunter. And I'm proud of my career that I had. So it was like a storybook ending for me.
It was awesome, especially all the history you guys had. Like I was just looking at some of the stats of WrestleMania 21. It was one of it was in the top 5 highest grossing WrestleManias in the history of the company. Obviously the stuff he did with Evolution, but yeah, definitely. I mean, as the storyline goes, like especially from the beginning of your career to the end of it, was awesome.
Yeah, and it was a personal thing for me too, because I mean, we had such a good history together that it made sense. It was a story to tell, but also personally, a lot of things that, you know, some of the things that people don't know is that, like, Hunter put me over 3 times clean to build my career, to make me a star, so he could send me off on my own on the SmackDown to go ahead and start, you know, building other guys. Yeah. So I really, that's our tradition. That's what we do. You know, we make stars so they can make more stars, so we can continue this legacy in this business. And he did that for me, and I never really got the chance to say thank you, and I never got a chance to give it back to him. And so it was a real kind of monumental moment in my life and my career.
That was awesome. I loved the match.
Yeah, thanks.
Especially being on the roster as well, coming in 2009 when you and Hunter were both super active as well, like on the road every week.
Right.
But it's funny because I just think back as well, like you say, like the last run you were here, when you came back, you know, when Evolution, when you, Randy, and Hunter got together, it didn't feel that long ago for me. Like the time goes so fast. I remember being FCW in Tampa and standing in the ring bricking it because I think it might have been FCW champ at the time, was in developmental, and we did a bit of a segment with you and me in the ring. I remember the whole time just cacking yourself, just being like so nervous, you know. But like even back then, you were like super cool with me. You put me at ease right away, and I'll always thank for that too, because that was another stepping stone for me to get off the main roster.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, man.
But you're killing the fella, like I mean, like when we talk about like the transition from wrestling to movies, man, it's been unbelievable. Especially the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Avengers Endgame. You know what I mean? And obviously the Infinity Wars. Like, it's awesome to see you doing so great, man. You know what I mean? I know, like. Sometimes people say when the wrestling career ends, like you get to chill at home. He's in the opposite. His wrestling career ends, he gets busier and stays on the road even more.
I joke about it all the time because I seem to hit my stride in my career. You know, at 50, turned 50 this year.
It's crazy.
And I'm more in demand and I'm more busy than I ever have been. So it's an odd place to be because I want to be retired, but I also don't want to miss out on these opportunities because it's something I love doing. I'm really passionate about it. So you know. So somebody's offering you an opportunity, but you turn it down, you're an idiot.
Absolutely.
So I'm not turning them down, but there is a huge part of me that is ready to be home, you know, ready to be retired.
Yeah. Well, we still get to be big kids even at 54 years.
I never really had a real job. You know, I've had real responsibilities, and what I do, you know, professionally is a responsibility. But I've never had that, you know, 9 to 5 where I show up, punch a clock, and you know, work all day with somebody over my shoulder, and always kind of, you know, I bounced for years and years, and I went to professional wrestling, and I went into that.
Yeah, I had the 9 to 5 job, and I don't think you're missing out on anything.
No.
One of the things for me was like when I, you know, especially as a fan watching WWE, of course, before I got into it, was like when you came on the scene, just how jacked you were, how massive. Like obviously you're like killing it in the gym every day. Like. You could have stepped on an IFBB Pro stage or the Arnold, or I mean, I'm just like you're unbelievable shape, size, you know, the symmetry. And now to see where you are now, like your training's changed. How much has your training changed?
A lot.
A lot.
It's changed a lot, and it did start to change somewhat at the end of the tail end of my wrestling career because I really.
Pressure probably won't say this,
So this American-made vodka with the Russian name there. Be sort of a pride to everyone.
I got an icebreaker for you guys. This one's called Who's Your Daddy? So I'm going to give you guys some choice of 2 famous guys to be your dad. And then you tell me who would you want some fatherly advice from and why. All right, here we go. You notice some bumps on your junk and you need some STD advice. Who do you wish was your dad? Ron Jeremy or Dr. Drew?
Ron Jeremy, he probably the reason why you got it.
Well, he probably got some stuff right with him.
Yeah, he know how to cure it and how to get it. I want this to cure it. I'm going with the doctor.
Yeah.
Agreed. Thank you. You need a kidney transplant and it has to come from a close relative. Who do you wish was your dad? Keith Richards or Ozzy Osbourne?
Let me just tell you, do you know Keith Richards' daughter? They grew up in the town next to mine. And he's a good dad.
Okay.
But this is for a liver.
Yeah.
Kidney.
She said a liver. I'd rather just say, you know what? Cancel Christmas, I'm going to deal with this film on. I don't even want that. I'm good.
Alright, last but not least. You want to learn how to roll the perfect joint. Who do you wish your daddy was? Willie Nelson or Snoop?
I'm gonna tell you something. So Snoop rolls L's, which is very different than rolling a joint.
But he used to roll joint because he's old school. Y'all got a great debate going on. It is so honest what both of you guys are saying.
Thanks for playing today's icebreaker.
All right, y'all, we're having a little game right here. We want to hand you a towel and answer whatever question is on the other end. Okay. Who's going first? We're going to have you go first since you're the judge.
Oh my gosh. If you could have any sitcom dad as your dad, who would it be and why? Uncle Phil.
For real?
Absolutely. The lessons that he taught Will, bringing him into adulthood, is something that, you know, I value and I cherish. And I think Uncle Phil would have been a great role model.
That's dope.
He was a good husband.
Yeah. And he was a good husband.
Fred?
What was the worst punishment you've ever received? Well, I remember I got in trouble. My father was trying to be cool, so we driving down the block, and Bobby Brown's record, My Prerogative, was out. He was like, Joey, you know, that is not your prerogative. I'm like, he's trying to... And he got me. I wasn't bad no more on the road. I was a good boy.
Okay, Martin.
Ooh. What's the one thing you did that really pissed off your dad? I was commuting from my college home from New York to New Jersey. I'd fall asleep and the bus would end up 45 minutes from my stop. Wow. And my father would have to drive all the way to Lake Hopatcong to rescue me.
That's love.
And then I got whooped.
Okay, well, bring in the drummer. Right. Gina, it's on you. Pull that tie out.
What was something your dad was super strict about? He wasn't strict about anything except boys. Like, there was no dating.
What about phone calls?
I can get phone calls from my girlfriend.
You can tell that was a gem in her life. Let me see what my ties say. When you got in trouble, how did you get grounded? Spank house or no spank house? My mama beat my ass. What is it? And then I got a whooping by the whole neighborhood, meaning that I came home and they like, why you home early? And I try to lie and they call the school. My mama come on, she's like, Beverly, you know he got suspended. I'm like, damn, we just got one more, you just gonna tell again?
No, but that was good. That's when the community was allowed to join in.
Takes a village.
And you got, you know what I mean? It took a village.
It made me who I am.
That's right.
But what if you could put together your ultimate team of friends?
Wow.
Instead of picking players for their athletic abilities, we're going to pick them to be on our life squad. We get to choose 3 people from the board right over here.
That's my team. Team Martha, Team Snoop.
Okay.
But I gotta pick wisely because, you know, one snitch in the crew will bring everybody down.
So I get to go first.
Yeah, please, ladies first.
Well, there's one person there. He's future thinking and he's young.
Yeah, he's young.
I want young friends.
I know that's right.
So that's Mark Zuckerberg. He's the head of Facebook.
Oh, that's what you want?
Yeah.
He got a whole lot of money, too.
He's so rich, and he'll always be taken care of by Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay. You got a point there. Martha, my first pick is definitely going to be the lovely Rihanna.
You should have picked her, Martha.
No, do you know Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah, I do. I'm a Facebook account.
Okay, we have to pick another one.
I need somebody young also, though.
Yeah.
Spicy.
You can have spicy.
Somebody that don't take no crap.
All right, cool. Who up on that list? Nothing.
Bieber.
Oh, good. I like it. Good. Okay.
Y'all, first of all, y'all gonna be in jail. The first 2 months after y'all hang, I see y'all going to jail and Zuckerberg is blowing all his money trying to bail y'all out. Go ahead, Doja.
I might have to go with a vet. Will.
Oh yeah, that's long range money. Now we ain't got that Zuckerberg money, but we got that Independence Day money.
So now you should go for smart.
Smart?
Yeah. Smart.
Somebody that's always scheming and getting away with plans and plots and stuff. Olivia Pope. Scandal.
Harry Washington. She's beautiful.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
And she's very calculating.
So with our last pick, we're going to be socially, politically
correct. Yes.
We're going to take Bernie because white lives matter. Let's get there to it. Everybody been to Italy. Have you ever been there?
Oh, several times. I love it.
What's your favorite part here?
I think Sicily. Yeah, it's where the Godfather comes from.
That's where the Corleone family is from?
And the food is so good there. What about you? Where have you been?
I just don't know where I'll be at, Martha. I just be there. You know what I'm saying?
Snoop, don't you have an interesting story about your trip to Italy?
Oh, yeah. They seized a whole lot of money from me. I had a bag full of my show money, you know what I'm saying?
You get paid in cash?
Oh, yeah. So
Lira or dollars?
This was dollars. This was cash.
Yeah. Well, lira are also cash.
Yeah, but it was our cash.
Or
the one with our presence
euros.
in front of it, yeah. So I'm walking through the Uruguay. We make it through the first time. Dude like, no, y'all got to go through again. I'm like, again? He like, what's in that bag? I'm like, nothing. They take me in the back room, take all my money out, and they like, we taking this from you because you didn't declare. And I was like, I didn't declare. I was going to do that later.
I think it was dishonest. I don't think they can take your money.
They took it. And they still got it. It's a toast to y'all and my money.
To present the flavor we've all been waiting for, the hazelnut spread M&M Smoke.
What was that? Anything quiet back here? What was that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all ain't know, yeah. What's going on?
What you doing out here?
I can't even see y'all. He ain't doing what he supposed to be doing?
Been back in the Dirty Royal.
He been there? Okay.
That been good. You listen.
You want to go sing?
Yeah, come on, take me. My mom never popped up on me. You didn't need to. We're good girls. But I don't know that King is as good as we were. Hey. What's going on, too? Why y'all so quiet?
It's crazy how my mom can just pop up. I didn't know you was gonna be here. You should tell me next time.
Nah, I gotta tell you.
No, that's like your mom showing up to your job. She can whoop you whenever she wants to. That's the crazy part, bro. Don't want that.
I'm Will. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Now, give me a little insight on what's going on with this man here.
He's been well behaved, you know what I'm saying?
He been doing his schoolwork?
Of course. He's been doing schoolwork and reading books. He got 2 books in his bag. So
yeah, his father's send him out with him.
Told you.
Okay. I need to investigate a little further. I talked to Nicole, and she told me I got to have done.
You see this app right here? That's Khan Academy. These are where all my assignments are at. I have 93s. Look, mama.
Let me see one of the problems. Now I see one from me. Hold on. Let me see.
It was definitely negative. That's the peak. It's decreasing from the peak. I know what I'm doing.
Okay, yeah, but
you see that?
That's one problem.
1 out of 1, I got 100.
Okay, good enough.
Okay.
It really does look like King's schoolwork is together. His homework seems to be on point. His grades are even up from before he started on tour. And I don't see any groupies hanging around. See, Tip, I knew I was right about King.
King, you're up.
Hi, mother. I love you.
I love you too.
What's up? Are y'all ready to turn up?
1, 2, 3, go!
I knew my baby was a star. He's got even better at performing since his first show in Atlanta. Plus, I'm really happy to see that all the girls' shirts in the audience stayed on this time.
Can everybody in here say hey to my beautiful mother? Okay. I'm so happy that my mom is so supportive. I love my mom so much. During my show, I just like seeing people going crazy, but when my mom's watching, that's why I go 10 times harder. I love y'all. See y'all later. You
Hey!
Go! Oh, there you are. There you are. Hey, baby. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Mwah, love you. Mwah, love you. How you been doing?
Making amends.
No, you ain't making no mess, have you? No, you ain't.
Got your nuts on the floor.
You're a sweet baby, aren't you? I don't believe what your mommy say. You're a sweet baby.
Sometimes co-parenting is a little awkward when you're used to being together as one, as a family. But there are days when I may want to do something with Eric and he comes in and like, I want her. Okay, and what's up with you?
I mean, nothing much, man. I got a lot of stuff going on, man. I got to go and finish up the album.
When is the album?
Oh, it'll be out. It's coming.
Yeah, leaving.
Later on this month, I'm going to go to Trinidad around the 29th or the 30th. So if you like,
nice.
Yeah, you want to come on, with, I'll save you a spot.
Why am I going to be going to Trinidad?
If you don't know what happens later this month,
you don't either.
Okay.
My anniversary is coming up, but since Tip and I are having problems right now, he could have asked a little nicer. I'm getting on the plane. You want to be on it? You call that an invitation?
You want to go with Daddy to Trinidad?
Okay. You know you've done nothing to make me want to be there anyway.
I thought I bought a car.
It was my birthday.
So shouldn't that sentiment translate over?
Due to the circumstances, it's a little bit different.
Well,
You decide not to go, you can't say, I can't believe that you left me by myself on this day. You can't do that now.
No, I mean, I've celebrated alone before.
Is that what you say?
Tip feels that he can buy a car and move on and everything's hunky-dory, but for me, I need the time, love, respect, all kinds of things to get over all the things that he's been doing. Well,
you wanna go with Daddy? No, Mommy not gonna go with us. It's gonna be me and you. Let's go. All right then, honey. All right, darling. I'm not sure why everything has to be a problem with me. She don't want to celebrate her anniversary in Trinidad. That's her decision. I'm gonna be there. Turn.
I love you.
Harris, come here, baby.
Hey.
Uh-oh, I hear somebody.
Hey, Scooty! What's going on, baby? Are you hiding? Hey. How you doing?
How was y'all's trip?
Oh, man. It was action-packed, I tell you that. It was a lot to see. You know, our trip to Trinidad was pretty cool. We had a phenomenal time. I'm telling you. Popping champagne under the stars. You know what I'm saying? So, it was a vibe. What's going on? You need me? You just doing your peas? Okay, I understand. Are they good? You like to eat your peas one at a time? It take you all day that way, don't it? Okay. Well, you mind if I go ahead and finish talking to your mama and your memo? Okay, cool. I'll see you in a minute.
So?
Guess I'm going on back to my little old house. Since
Are you ain't staying home?
I'm home now.
This is our home. You should come and massage me up.
Honey, I've been massaging you all vacation. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
You ain't loose yet?